Hey guys, just Mike here and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all keeping well. So guys, got something different for you today on the channel, and this is my first experiment here on Football Manager Mobile 2016. Now guys, as you can see on your beautiful screens in front of you, every single player have been released from their contracts. So you've got the likes of Buffon, Casillas, Ramos, Cristiano Ronaldo in there as well, Pirlo, Schneider, Cech, Gerrard, Alonso. The list just goes on and on. Schweinsteiger. You know, you've got absolute legends of the game here, and they're all available on a free transfer. So this is, I suppose, like what other people have done in the past, but I have put a slight twist on this as well. So I am just going to be running through the screens here just so you can see that all the players are available on a free. Frank Ribery is going to be a decent pull there for somebody. It's going to be seeing where these players are actually going to end up and if they stay with them and kind of how the game pans out. So I'm kind of hoping that this will work. I've got a slight feeling that it's going to take a little bit longer than I thought. The second thing I've actually done to the database, guys, is, as you can see, Arsenal. Let's have a look at this. No money. Reputation obscure. Chelsea. Let's have a look. Bankrupt. They're done. They're dusted. Man City. Nowhere to be seen. No players. No money to spend on players. Newcastle, just done. Watford, gone. These teams have got no money to spend. Their reputation is low. Their training facilities are low as well, so they've got no way of kind of producing good youngsters. I've done the same in the Italian leagues as well, the Spanish leagues as well. All the teams there have been done. French, German. I've done all the big German teams, so hopefully I've kind of covered all the bases. I've probably missed a few out, but hopefully everything's done. Then obviously on the flip side of that, Dartford. They're going to be rolling in it. So guys, I'm going to quickly just fast forward now and see where the players end up at the end of the first season. Okay guys, we are back, and as you can see, Lionel Messi is still the world's most expensive player, but I have noted there is no Cristiano Ronaldo on the screen. But guys, we are here to see where players have ended up, so let's crack on with Lionel Messi. He's gone to Sevilla. He's still in the BBVA, but he's actually opted to go to Sevilla rather than back to Barcelona. So it's going to be interesting to see how Sevilla have actually done with the mighty Lionel Messi in their team. Of course they won the league. It wasn't very convincing when there was obviously Villarreal did give them a run for their money, but they did still win the league in the end. So now we move on to our next player, and we have Alexis Sánchez, and he has gone to Portugal and Sporting. Yes, that's maybe a problem. I don't think I did Portuguese teams. James Rodriguez, let's have a look. Yeah, I don't think I did know because he's gone to Porto. So definitely looks like the Portuguese teams are going to be the winners in this series, as I don't remember just... Oh, hang on. Neymar, though, has gone to Manchester City with no money. Although he's got no wages, though, either. So, yeah, I don't understand that one. But, yeah, I think the Portuguese teams are definitely going to be the clubs that are going to be in the ascendancy in this save, as, yeah, Porto again, as I've basically, I think, I'm pretty certain I forgot to edit them, but still going to see how this kind of pans out. Obviously going to kind of go forward a bit more. Just going to look at a few more players. Royce, Leverkusen, that's quite, Dynamo Kiev have picked up Mandžukić as well. So yeah, some players definitely go to some interesting teams. Obviously Lewandowski's gone to Sevilla with Lionel Messi. But yeah, I'm going to be forwarding this on a few more seasons just to see kind of where players end up, and hopefully they'll pan out slightly different than the bigger teams, I suppose you'd say now, like the Dartfords and Bath Cities of the world. Will hopefully be able to buy these players now, although they may have not been able to attract them from the start, but it will definitely be interesting to see. So, you know, Samir Nasri's gone to Lyon, and they didn't have any money either, so definitely something kind of interesting things happening here, but kind of wanted to see, you know, like Lionel Messi playing for the Panorama Conference North team, really, rather than Sevilla, because that's kind of not, they're not a bad team. That is an interesting one there. Cristiano Ronaldo has gone to Barcelona, and he's only worth 25 million because of it for some strange unknown reason. I'm not too sure what happened there. Just looking at some players who've been performing well so far this season. This guy, oh yeah, he left them and then rejoined them back up. So Tom Brown is an ex-FC United and Manchester player, if I am correct. Let's have a quick look. He is a legend. Mr. Well, currently a beast on my side, but yeah. So guys, what we're going to do now is we are going to obviously fast forward it onto the future, and we're just going to see in a few more seasons time if the kind of smaller teams money power will kind of come into play, and we can kind of see where they're going to end up, and hopefully, fingers crossed, Paul Pogba's back at Man United. to see what they're doing. We're just going to have a quick look at the English players, because I didn't notice many English players actually on the system there as I was kind of filtering through. So it's going to be quite interesting to see where they've ended up. So we've got John Stones at Salford City. I'm sure Dr. Benji FM would be very pleased with the signing of John Stones. James Henry there at Leeds United. I'm pretty sure that's the ex-Wolves. Is it? Ex-Wolves player? I believe I am correct. I am indeed. He's at Leeds United. Teddy Bishop. He's one of my definite players to watch out for in the game to see how he develops. He develops into an absolute beast in pretty much 99% of my saves. So yeah, I just want to actually kind of look at. Well, I've got Callum Chambers out at Wolves as well. So that's again with the Championship teams. I didn't like bank them, but I did take a lot of their money off them and stuff. So let's have a quick look at the caps order because I want to see. Wayne Rooney's gone to BMG. Got Ashley Cole at Leeds United as well there. We've got Steven Gerrard at Southampton as well. Gareth Barry. Who else we got there? This is quite interesting. Like James Milner not a club either. Yeah, Wayne Rooney gone to BMG. As I said, Steven Gerrard's gone to Southampton. I'm sure Southampton fans would be happy for the signing of Steven Gerrard. I'm sure most of them would be happy. Michael Carrick at Athletic. Yeah, some definite interesting signings there. Raheem Sterling is still available on a free. Yeah, so not quite what I thought would happen, but still kind of interested in the least. But obviously, kind of want to. None of the small clubs have really spent their money, which is I'm not too sure what. Well, not spent their money, but not kind of gone out there and signed the big players. I mean, they've got the reputation. The reputation's there. The money is there to throw at, like wage wise. You know, I gave them like £3 million or whatever it is to spend on wages. So yeah, quite interesting to see that they didn't go out there and kind of. I don't know who any of these players are. So yeah, I just don't know who any of these guys are at all. So slightly disappointed, but as I said, we're going to kind of fast forward into the future slightly and kind of hope that it kind of goes the way that I thought it would do, with the likes of like Telford and FC United and Manchester picking up. I mean, Villa's got a decent squad there, not bad. It's not the best, but not a full squad either. But I mean, no real surprises really. I mean, I suppose Villa finishing that high up is a bit of a surprise. But other than that, it wasn't massive. So yeah, Sunderland, Bournemouth, Swansea, again, nothing kind of massive in the shock there. Championship, we're just going to flick through the seasons there. But yeah, I mean, kind of not really what I wanted to happen, but yeah, slightly disappointed if I'm going to be perfectly honest. That it didn't kind of pan out the way that I did think it would do. Yeah, so that happened. Not really the end of the experiment though. It's just the first season blip, I suppose we could say. Just kind of just run through these leagues just so you guys can have a look, and if there is any teams you want to see what they've done, you can do. But as I keep saying, I've said it about 500 times because I keep thinking I'm going to skip forward, but I keep thinking of other things I want to show you. Not very well organised, but it is my first one, so I hope you guys will forgive me for that one. I will learn from my mistakes. And but yeah, gonna fast forward into the future again. Maybe go another 2 seasons into the future. And if you guys are enjoying this and you do want to see more from me, then please just show your support by smashing that like button. And obviously I will continue to do another one where I may go like another 10 years into the future. Maybe not 10, maybe 5, just to see where the likes of Ronaldo and Messi are kind of, what their career path have taken. Are they stuck with their team, and how the clubs are performing, and where the clubs have gone really, because this is going to affect some teams like Man United and Man City that they can't now go out and spend the money on there. But guys, I am going to cut this one now. I'm going to quickly just fast forward for another few seasons, and I'll join you back very, very soon. Guys, we are back, and it's the 1st of June 2018, and you guys have sat through this first 9 minutes of this video of torture to just see what is going on. So guys, I will not hold you in suspense any longer. Boom! James Rodriguez, the most expensive player, is still at Porto. So as I said, I think I definitely messed up in that fact that I left the Portuguese teams for a lot of money. As you can see, Oscar Di Maria, but Neymar is still at Manchester City, which is quite interesting as they still don't have any money and their reputation is poor. But as you can see, definitely the Portuguese teams did benefit from my stupid mistake, as I didn't think to edit them because basically I'm an idiot. Lionel Messi is still at Sevilla though, so that's another interesting fact that he kind of hasn't left for I suppose a bigger money move away, and he has performed very decent as well. 47 games, 31 goals, 41 games, 34 goals. First season was only a bit part player for some reason, but yeah, definitely a good performance there from the I suppose the world's best player, as many will tout him as. Who else we've got there? We've got some, yeah, again, Portugal just kind of dominated it there. I'm just going to quickly just change the filter system because, as I said before, kind of just wanted to have a look and see kind of, you know, where the big players have gone. So I want to see, oh, Cristiano Ronaldo has moved to Solihull Moors. This is the kind of things I was looking and hoping to see. 13.5 million. They've actually signed some more players there. None of any other note really, I know, but they've. Let's have a look. Obviously, they got into Europe. They were in Europe this year, as you can see there, and they, yeah, they've obviously got promoted from the Panorama National League with Cristiano Ronaldo in their team. This is the kind of thing that I was hoping would happen in the first season, but it didn't. But I'm kind of glad that it obviously has happened now that the kind of big players are being bought. Obviously, that's, you know, £13.5 million for Cristiano Ronaldo is an absolute bargain. But obviously, they've got the kind of. It's quite weird that they haven't kind of managed to secure any other big players really, especially with the kind of pull of Cristiano to your club. You'd think that that would be a, you know, a massive pull for any club. Got Raheem Sterling playing at Livorno. I think that's Italy, isn't it? Callum Wilson at Fulham. Fulham have got a decent squad actually. That's a sure most Fulham fans will be happy with that. Derby as well, kind of holding all of the English players at the moment. Derby and Fulham seems to be, but that's I'm sure. Yeah, only paying for the one player there, but I'm definitely sure that Derby and Fulham fans would be happy with the squad that they've just seen on the screens there. Derby obviously winning the Premiership this season, as well as Fulham obviously going up from the Championship. But, so this is kind of where it's going to go now. Leeds winning the FA Cup, Doncaster winning the Capital One Cup there, Solihull Moors picking up on the win on the Community Shield. But yeah, this is kind of where it's going to take a turn now, hopefully, over the next few years. That's kind of why I want to kind of go a bit more into the future. So as I said before, guys, if you have enjoyed this, and if you could out Fulham have won the Premiership this season, though, with that kind of homegrown English talent, so it does go to show you that homegrown talent can win you the league. The likes of Wolves, so basically the clubs that came up have all done really, really well. Until the kind of the Premiership teams that have really, really struggled. West Brom, Norwich and Crystal Palace going down this season. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting seeing a few more seasons time where these kind of clubs are. Kind of has it just turned itself on its head. Still got some really good players in the Premiership though. Callum Wilson there, obviously stunning performance from him. But yeah, look, I mean, Fulham just, you know, just seem to dominate the league this year. Okay, we're going to quickly move on to the Championship just to obviously see what teams are going to be coming up this season. So obviously MK Dons coming up there via the playoffs, winning penalties over QPR. We've got Brighton and Bolton. We don't have Leeds. What are you doing? What are you doing? Manchester United dropping down, as well as Newcastle this season as well. Sorry about the goal alerts, guys. I know it's annoying. And Rochdale as well. So yeah, I mean, it's not. I mean, Fabio, I can't even say his bloody name. Barini. It's not a bad player, but obviously not a best player. Danny Simpson, yeah, okay. I think he used to play for Man United though, to be fair. Paul Pogba's still there though, so he's going to be dropping down to League One as well. So Manchester United are going to have a world-class player playing in League One. AD White as well, he's an ex-Leeds player. What the hell are you doing at Manchester United? Edna Stevens as well, recently played for Villa at one point. But yeah, so it's quite interesting to see that Manchester United are going to be in League One next season, which obviously I'm very pleased about. Let's have a look in the Panorama Conference leagues as well. It's going to be to Dartford are actually coming up this season as well. So yeah, this is kind of hopefully now this will kind of kickstart the experiment properly, and we'll kind of start seeing more players moving around with the teams with so much money. Salford obviously in the league system as well. They've got Will Hughes, he's got 7 England caps as well, and he's playing in the Panorama Conference North, and Teddy Bishop as well. And John Stone's still there as well. But oh yes, they're buying some English talent, and they're players who I regularly buy. I normally buy Will Hughes and Teddy Bishop, to be fair. But yeah, this is starting to take a little bit more shape now, kind of how I hoped it would kind of pan out, with some of the bigger players moving to the smaller clubs well, not in stature, I suppose they're the world's biggest clubs now, but Solihull Moors there as well, obviously winning the Euro Cup against St. Petersburg. Like that is, obviously they have got Cristiano Ronaldo, but they haven't got the world's best. They haven't started there the world's strongest. But the team they've got him in the club, and then who also won it, Porto and Shakhtar as well. So yeah, like it just goes to show how much of a good player he is. But I mean, the squad isn't bad, but it's not. Other than that, I mean, it's definitely not a club that you'd normally see win. So we've got Porto obviously this year. Let's have a look at previous year. So I kind of ruined it a little bit because obviously Portuguese teams seem to be the dominating teams now in the world. But I mean, it's not the end of everything. Yeah, okay, I messed up a little bit, but it's still kind of interesting. I'm kind of hoping that they're still not the biggest clubs. Obviously, Solihull Moors now, are being touted as one of the biggest. Well, will be touted as one of the biggest teams on this save. So going forward, we'll see some of the ones probably cropping up, and yeah, this could really flip kind of things on their head as well going forward in the next few seasons. So it's going to be really interesting to see. I'm probably going to do about 5 seasons now. I'll probably kind of holiday through. Let's have a look. See again. Look at these teams that have been kind of drawn in the World Cup. Romania, Holland, Cameroon, Colombia. It's not like, I suppose they are some of the usual suspects, but it's not as transparent, I suppose. But Iraq, Jamaica, Ivory Coast, there, Iran, USA, Uruguay, Australia, Costa Rica, Greece, Scotland. Yeah, I'm pretty certain Spain. They're not there, are they? So yeah, I mean, it kind of has affected the whole world of football, and as I said, as we go on, we're only going to see kind of more of this Solihull Moors winning the Champions League. That's possibly, we never know what's going to happen there, but yeah, kind of interesting so far. Definitely kind of a step in the right direction, but definitely going to go further into the future just to see kind of what happens and where players end up. So yeah, as you can see, kind of definitely taken a bit of a turn. So Colombia and Romania doing quite well. Belgium, Portugal, Uruguay, Argentina, Brazil. Kind of, yeah, the European teams definitely seem to be taking a blow. Because obviously they're the kind of clubs that I edited and kind of forgot everyone else. Yeah, so my bad on that one. But guys, I'm now going to obviously just holiday forward a bit longer, but I'm going to cut this episode here. If you have kind of enjoyed it and you said you do want to see more from me and you want to see more of these kind of experiments, drop any ideas you've got down below in the comment section as well. Like the video, and as always guys, I will speak to you legends soon.